Brilliance Audio presents Catching Caroline, Ironhard, Treasure Hunters, and A Dark Kiss of Rapture by Sylvia Day. Performed by Jill Redfield and Sylvia Day.
To all my fabulous readers, I'm eager to share with you, for the first time on audio, a collection of 4 science fiction and fantasy novellas that span vastly different settings. From historic to futuristic, vampires to fallen angels, a mechanical arm to a lost treasure of erotic ebooks, these novellas gave me the opportunity to explore 4 uniquely sweeping worlds and the passionate couples who live in them. Full of delicious heroes and daring heroines, I hope this collection of steamy romances will prove that love and lust exist, no matter where you are. Thank you to all my readers and listeners for your continued support. I am forever grateful to you.
Catching Caroline. Prologue. London, 1810. Wicked men are a weakness of mine. Good heavens, Julienne. Lady Caroline Seton smothered a laugh as she entered the Dempsey ballroom. You are incorrigible. Julienne Lacour arched a brow. You have no notion of how fortunate you are to be unhindered by the rules of society. You may do and say whatever you wish. You can associate with the rakes you prefer and marry whomever you like. I, however— She paused and shot a glance at her aunt behind her. Lowering her voice, she continued, am destined to do whatever I'm told. Caroline offered a quick commiserating smile as she waited at the top of the staircase for the major domo to announce their party. Her gaze drifted across the occupants below, taking in the various gowns and the number of guests in attendance. At one time she had attended such events with her own family, but they had passed on to their reward long ago, and she had learned to manage on her own. Her comfortably sized trust funds and lack of familial ties afforded her freedom other women of her station, women like Julienne, did not enjoy. Unfortunately, it was also very lonely. With her thoughts elsewhere, Caroline might have passed over impressively broad shoulders and hair as dark as night, had the tiny hairs on her nape not stood at attention and her jaw not begun to ache in a wholly unfamiliar way. She stilled, her attention riveted on the tall man whose powerful torso tapered to a narrow waist and lean hips. His black hair gleamed under the golden glow of the chandeliers, the ends curled lovingly around the top of his starched cravat. The evening attire, of stark black and white, appeared to have been made with him in mind, showing off the austere beauty of his features to perfection, a beauty enhanced by the statuesque blonde who clung to his arm. Caroline stared at the man shamelessly, knowing that even if the animal inside her had not felt the singular attraction, she would have wanted him anyway. With his full lips and intense gaze, he was gorgeous, his face so perfect as to outshine any classical painting or statue of her recollection. She'd never witnessed a more resplendently masculine being in her life. There was something about him, a dangerous edge, a predatory alertness she found utterly mesmerizing. Just looking at him made her nipples hard, her body soft, and caused moisture to pool between her thighs, readying her for his possession. Just one look, and she was nearly undone. Jack Shaw. Caroline glanced aside at Julienne. Beg your pardon? The man you are presently drooling over is Jack Shaw, an American. Obscenely wealthy, I've been told, due to his shipping interests. He's stunning, Caroline murmured, acknowledging even as she spoke what an understatement that was.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?